The screen was black, a void, then white text appeared. Signal received. Origin unknown. The words hung in the silence of deep space, a whisper from a place beyond maps, beyond understanding, a digital ghost crossing an impossible distance to find us. This was the beginning of everything, a single notification that would change human history. The silence that followed was not absence, but a heavy, waiting presence. The universe seemed to hold its breath. The stars felt distant, cold, silent witnesses to something ancient that had finally decided to speak. This was not a distress call or a beacon. It was structured, deliberate, a pattern that defied all known origins. The signal was a puzzle box from the edge of reality. It simply was, a quiet, persistent hum from the void. The message blinked, then vanished. The screen returned to normal, but the impression remained. Signal received. Origin unknown. The universe had knocked on our door. The question was, what would we do now that we had heard it?
My name is Dev. I was a signal analyst. Now, a listener. Outpost Epsilon, a metal can in the Oort cloud, alone with the hum of life support and endless data. For months, nothing but static, until today. Today, the ocean spoke. The signal was structured, rhythmic, a pulse, a language I felt in my bones. A message from beyond the terminus, the edge of explored space. No ship had crossed it, no probe had returned. Now, something was calling from the other side. I traced the signal's path, clean, uninterrupted, as if it traveled through nothing. It felt meant for me, as if it had searched for a specific ear, illogical, but undeniable. The signal was a presence, a consciousness reaching out. The pattern shifted, becoming more complex, more personal. It felt like it was watching me, learning me. The hum of the station faded. There was only me and the sound from nowhere. My heart pounded, a frantic drumbeat against the silent rhythm of the signal. This was first contact, but not as we imagined. No ships, no voices, just a quiet, insistent whisper. A ghost on the wires. A signal promising either wisdom or annihilation. And I, Dev, was the first to hear its song. The first to stand on the shore of a new, unknown ocean. The memory came in fragments. A secret briefing room. Faces tense with ambition and fear. We were Project Kestrel, the best. Chosen for a one-way trip into the unknown.
Duty, sacrifice, the importance of our task.
The universe is a series of equations. This mission is the ultimate experiment.
Flying coffin, huh? I trust my tools, not speeches.
Jokes cut the tension. Cynicism was comfort. We were a strange collection. Soldier, scientist, engineer, listener. Bound by a mission that would take us further from home than anyone before. The briefing room felt small. We were a team, but profoundly alone. The choice had already been made for us.
Our destination is beyond the terminus, no deviations.
Reese was our anchor, unyielding but anxious beneath the surface. He needed control, but we were heading where control was an illusion.
The signal defies space-time. Here, physics are only suggestions.
Lynn found comfort in chaos. The unknown was her opportunity. She saw beauty in the anomaly, logic as her compass.
She's got a good heart, but doesn't like being pushed.
Logan kept us grounded. Our survival depended on bolts and wires. I was the listener, the dreamer, feeling the signal as emotion. We orbited each other cautiously, a constellation of personalities, forged in secrecy, destined for isolation. The echoes of our past were our only map for the future. Back in the outpost, the signal changed. The rhythm quickened, a frantic, panicked pulse. The ghost on the wires was no longer whispering, it was screaming. My heart raced in time, a sympathetic rhythm of fear. The signal became a message binary code, pure and simple. But it was a language it had learned from us, from me. It pulled data from the outpost, our history, science, art. It showed me images from my own logs, my family, my home. The signal was inside the system, inside my head. The connection twisted into something sinister, an interrogation, an assessment. It was testing us, probing our defenses, learning our weaknesses. I felt exposed, vulnerable. I tried to sever the connection, but I was frozen. Terrified, yet captivated. I had to know more. The signal pulsed again, stronger. It sent a single image, a star chart, a map, our solar system, and a path from the terminus to us. It was not a call for help. It was a declaration of intent. It was coming. The launch was tense. The Kestrel shuddered as engines ignited. We were strapped in, silent, leaving Earth behind, perhaps forever. The journey began. Planets streaked by, Jupiter, Saturn, landmarks of home, then gone. The ship was silent, the violence of launch replaced by unnerving quiet. Captain Reese gripped his chair, eyes scanning for trouble. Dr. Lin was lost in data, translating the impossible. Logan monitored the ship's systems, focus intense. I was at my station, the signal now a constant companion, clearer, closer. The frantic heartbeat subsided, replaced by a steady thrum, anticipation. The Kestrel crossed the terminus, the point of no return. The stars ahead were unfamiliar, the blackness deeper. We were in the void, the great empty space on the map. We were truly, utterly alone. Or so we thought. Something was waiting. The predator was no longer circling. It was in the cage with us. I closed my eyes and listened. The signal was not a message as we understood it, not a greeting, warning, or declaration. We thought the universe was speaking to us. We were wrong. The signal was a question, a profound question it had asked the darkness for eons. We had simply stumbled into its path. The question could not be answered with words or numbers. It was asking if we were capable of listening. As the Kestrel plunged deeper, I realized our mission was not to find the source but to become the answer. The ship's systems are fluctuating. Something's trying to interface with the core. It's impossible. It's observing us, learning faster than we are. What is this? What are we flying into? The void was not empty. It was full, a presence pressing in from all sides. The signal was all around us, a symphony of patterns flowing through the ship, through me. It was no longer just a sound, but a feeling, a thought. We were a new noise in its eternal silence. It had watched civilizations rise and fall, stars born and die. We were a new noise in its eternal silence. But I don't think it was listening, I think it was waiting. And now, it knows we heard it.